Hi. Hey, Indianapolis real estate agents. So 2 weeks ago, I was having lunch with an agent I've done a recent transaction with, and she was sharing with me a story about how she's been buying these leads from Realtor.com and Zillow and a couple other sources, even doing some of her own internet advertising. And she's like, man, all these leads suck. It's like, I can't get a hold of anybody, and when I do, they're saying, I'm just looking, and nobody's serious, was really the sentiment that she shared with me. Well, a long time ago, probably 15 years ago, one of the best sales trainers I ever had shared a story with me, actually just simply a phrase that said, there's no such thing as a bad client, there's only bad salespeople. Okay? In his book, Jeb Blount talks about in the Fanatical Prospecting book, came out just a year ago. If you've not checked it out, pick it up, it's awesome. But when you hear things like, I'm just looking, hey, what is that? What's a client's reaction to, I'm just looking? Where's that coming from and why are they saying that? Think about it. If you walk into Best Buy, guaranteed 100%, they're coming up to you and you're saying something like, no, I'm good. Just looking. That's what our clients are doing to us on the phone. It's a reflex response. It's not even something they're thinking about saying, that they're just simply sharing with you. So what are you doing about that? And we study this stuff here at Highgarden, and we know that 8 out of 10 internet leads that you call are saying, I'm just looking. So what are you doing about it? How are you dealing with the most common reflex response that all of us as human beings share? What's your plan? How are you doing that? So here's the thing. So a great salesperson is defined by the questions they ask, not the statements they make. So here's a strategy. Instead of saying something like what this agent was sharing with me, well, what are you looking for? Well, nobody knows what they're looking for. Believe it or not, we actually just pulled this. I did this yesterday afternoon, 4th of July, had a few hours, and we went through the last 100 sales we've had here at Highgarden that were internet-generated leads, and here's some amazing information we found. Is that of the last 100 sales from the house that the client was originally looking at, there was a $60,000 price spread, actually a little more, between the house they were looking at to the house they ended up buying. And believe it or not, of the last 100 internet lead sales we've had, only 33 of them actually bought in the same zip code as what they were originally looking. So what's that mean? People don't know what they want. People have no clue what they want. So rather than coming back with, well, what are you looking for? Perhaps something else. What's a new strategy? Maybe something like, that's awesome. I completely get you're just looking. I have no issue with that at all. If you don't mind sharing with me real quick, tell me a little bit more about where you're at in the home search. Have you been out and seen some homes? Have you been out and actually, or just kind of browsing online? Where are you at? And open the door to an open conversation. Because again, we don't need to go through and put these people through an interrogation. Rather, we just have a conversation to build a relationship and ultimately earn trust. So there's so much about this I definitely want to share, so check out future videos. But at the end of the day, with I'm just looking, which is guaranteed coming, what's your response? Thanks so much.